This is my gouache, which I clearly have not taken very good care of. As you can see, it's all dried out. I did just spend about an hour and a half rehydrating this other palette of gouache, and I'm done. So I'm going to try a new brand that I have not used before, but I've seen a lot of people using. And it's Himi, I think it's pronounced that way. And I'm really excited to give it a try. Like that it comes with a color palette sort of schematic. Even though I do plan on swatching it, I like that it has all the names and colors all laid out for me. Like that it has little lid flaps that snap shut. It comes with a palette and a color chart and also three brushes. A round brush, a filbert, and a flat brush, which was nice. I'll definitely use those. This part was kind of annoying, peeling off the little foil wrappers, but you only have to do it once, so that's okay. This palette has 48 colors, which is a lot, so hopefully I'll have all the colors I need, and if not, I can mix them. So one of the things I've noticed whenever I use squash is that I feel like it's more like just a thicker watercolor, whereas when I watch other people do gouache, it seems more opaque. So I'm trying to get the right consistency as I'm swatching, and there's definitely a fine line between too thick and dry to go on the paper nicely and too watery. That might just be a me thing. I don't have a ton of experience, like I said, so hopefully I'll get more comfortable with it over time. Another thought occurred to me is that maybe I'm just not layering enough. I was thinking it would be fun to make a painting that would use all the colors in the set. So, probably like maybe a bouquet of wildflowers in a vase on a table, or maybe a house on a field of flowers, or some type of landscape, maybe with flowers in it. I don't know. I wonder what other ideas we could come up with where we could use all the colors in the palette. If you have any great ideas, feel free to let me know in the comments. So I was originally gonna paint lily pads with flowers, but I decided that I wanted to paint something that would have more colors in it so I could try out as many colors as possible from the palette. And so I decided on a gumball machine. So that's what I'm gonna paint so I can use as many colors as I can. The reference photo I found was a red gumball machine, but I decided I would like to paint mine sort of a vintage teal just because I like that look better. I was only a tiny bit bummed when I couldn't find a teal that I liked in the palette. It has a pretty dark one, but that's about it. So I mixed my own. I used a teal, a blue, and white. I also want my gumballs to fit in with the teal color scheme, so I'm going to adjust them a little from the regular color gumballs that are in the picture. And I'm swatching these on the side of the painting. It might be hard to tell, but I used a very, very pale bluish, whitish gray color for the glass of the gumball machine. The reference photo had bronze for the metal areas on the gumball machine, but I didn't think that would look very good, so I opted for a pewter silver look for to go with the teal. The light source in the painting is coming from the left side. So I'm going to add some highlights to the left of the picture and some darken areas on the right to reflect that. So I realized that I made way too many gumballs and they're too small. So I lightly erased it and I'm making the gumballs bigger. Unfortunately, I had already painted the yellow ones and the pencil mark shows through. So I'm going to try and paint some gumballs near the edges to cover up that pencil mark and try and make all the gumballs a little bigger. So I changed angles with my filming and the sunlight's coming in, it's afternoon sun. So it's kind of casting some shadows and it's interesting how much of a difference changing the angle of the filming affects the brightness and intensity of the colors of the painting. And since the light is coming from the left, there will be some shadows here on the right that I'm going to add. So I think with all the details from all the gumballs, I'm going to switch to colored pencils now to try and give this a little extra pizzazz. Filling in with colored pencils is always my favorite step of a mixed media painting. Sometimes it can really make a difference in the depth and texture of a painting. I love this. I think it's really cute. Looking back on it, I think I could have made more effort in adding more layers of gouache instead of switching to the colored pencils so quickly. I think I would have liked to have had more of a gouache feel to it than mixed media. I think I might go in there and really darken some of the darkest colors and maybe add more highlights to add more contrast to it. I enjoyed using this gouache, and now that I have it, I think I'm going to try and make more of an effort to paint with gouache in my sketchbook on a more regular basis and hopefully improve my skills. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.